Today I'm going to be reviewing the New American Standard Bible, and this is the 2020, and this is the Wide Margin Reference Bible from Lockman. So I have the red leather text, which is imitation leather, and if we take a look at some of the features here, we're going to have clear reading type, line match typesetting, it's a single column text, 1.25 inch outer margins, a full set of 95,000 plus cross references, the full set of translation footnotes, verse formatting, a black letter text. We're going to see in just a minute here, we're going to have a presentation page, a family records page in the front, and the back is going to include a topical index, the book introductions, and color maps. And this is going to be a 10-point font, which I will again show you in just a minute as soon as I slide this off. There we go. So I really like the color of this. This is the red. It also comes in a blue leather text, a brown leather text, and a black genuine leather. So the spine here we're going to have stamped in Holy Bible, New American Standard Bible 2020, wide margin reference, NASB, Lockman Foundation, and then you have these tooled hubs. We're going to have gold page gilding, 2 ribbons. Looks like I forgot to untuck one of mine here, so let's take care of that real quick. There we go. So we're going to have a black and a brown ribbon. I like the red and the gold combination. We have a vinyl paste down liner here. Our presentation page. You want to be careful what you write on these presentation pages because they're kind of like that glossy paper, so depending on what pen you use, you could smear it very easily, especially me as a left-hander, so I'm just careful with what I use there and let it dry. So we have a page to record marriages, the wife's family tree, the husband's family tree, births and deaths, and then occasions to remember. All right, then we're going to start out here with a table of contents, a foreword, an explanation of the general format, and abbreviations and special markings. Okay, so I love this layout. This is single column, font's nice and bold, chapter numbers are large and bolded. We're going to get headings. We have our references here at the bottom of the page, and it is verse by verse. Now you may be thinking, this looks a little bit familiar. I may have seen this layout, this format on your channel before. Yes, you have. When I reviewed the Schuyler Strident, this is actually the exact same text block. So the difference is the covers. Obviously, the Schuyler Strident is more expensive because you have a more premium cover available there. And this is 32, I believe, GSM paper, and the Schuyler is 28. So there's a slight difference there. Those are the only differences that I found in the actual scripture and text block, is the difference in the paper and the difference in the cover. There also is, in the back of the Bible, some different content between the Schuyler and the Lockman version as well, which I will show you in just a minute. But this is super easy to read. I love single column. I know a lot of people enjoy having a verse-by-verse Bible, especially if you are preaching or using it to read in public, up front. That can be really helpful. Really helps you be able to find that verse easily. So this just makes a really great reader's Bible as well. I'm loving that font. Again, it's a 10-point font. Very similar looking font also if you're familiar with the NLT Quentel. that Schuyler put out in the 10-point font. It's very similar to that, but this one is, of course, single column. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit here. This is Psalms, so you can see what poetry looks like. Again, with verse by verse, it makes it really easy to find your verse there, them being out in the margin in front of the scripture. Okay, and now we are in the New Testament, so you can see it as a black letter text. Let's go ahead and skip to the back. Okay, I haven't separated my pages a lot in the back of the Bible yet, so bear with me if any of them stick together. Okay, so we're going to have the New American Standard Bible topical index of the Bible. So it was helpful. This one's quite extensive here, as you can see. Okay, don't want to miss anything here, so let me back up. Now you probably noticed as we were going through that it did not have book introductions, but we do have them here in the back of the Bible. So each book of the Bible has a little paragraph book introduction here in the back. And then we are going to get the parables of Jesus here. And on the back of that, we're going to have the miracles of Jesus. And then we have our maps. And then we are at the end of the Bible. So this is a really readable text, but this is a very readable text block if I can speak today. I love that it's single column. I like the verse by verse. I like the size of the font and the boldness. Paper's good. And I really like that this, that Lockman has this available because the Schuyler Strident's great. I have that one as well, and I can do a comparison video of those eventually too. Don't get me wrong, I love that one. But it's great to have it in a less expensive option for someone that really wants that text block, but maybe don't want to pay that higher price. So the text block, like I said, is pretty much exactly the same. This one has 32 GSM paper, while the Schuyler has 28 GSM. And there's a difference in the cover, and there's a couple different things in the back of the Bible. Like the Schuyler Strident has a concordance, but it doesn't have some of the other things that I've showed you in the back of this one. I believe like the miracles and parables of Jesus. I believe both have maps. Don't quote me on that. I should have brought my Strident over here so I could tell you for sure. But I will try to come back and do a comparison video to show you both as well here in the future. But I just love that this is available. If you're looking for this text block, you can get this at a much lower price for the same beautiful layout. So again, this is the NASB Wide Margin Reference Bible, and this is the NASB 2020, and this one is from Lockman.